Sardar Azmoun has found a new home, and it is not in Germany. On today's episode, we will talk about Sardar Azmoun, and we also have some Mehdi Taremi rumors. You know the deal, and you know what time it is. It's time for Team Melli Talk. Yes, Sardar Azmoun will be playing in Italy this season. Hey everyone, welcome back to Team Melli Talk. It is official. Bayer Leverkusen has agreed to loan out Sardar Azmoun to Roma in Serie A. The loan spell will last until the 30th of June, 2024. And as part of the agreement, Roma has the option to buy for 12 million euros. Now, I had the opportunity to talk about Sardar Azmoun earlier today with one of my analysts, Mehdi Taremi. Let's check it out. And for this segment of the show, I am really excited to be joined by my good friend, Mehdi Taremi. He's been on the show previously, most of the time, actually always joining us from Berlin in Germany. But today, he is actually in the Big Apple, the city that never sleeps, New York City. Mehdi, thanks for taking the time to join us on Team Melli Talk.
Good morning, Art. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
All right, now let's just get right to the obvious. Sardar Azmoun has joined Roma in Serie A on loan. I believe, of course, that the deal includes an option to buy. But for you being from Germany and living in Germany your whole life, I mean, are you a little disappointed that Azmoun will no longer be playing? I mean, of course, for this next season, are you disappointed that Azmoun won't be playing in Germany this season?
Yeah, of course. I mean, someone that watches Bundesliga a lot and also like follows all the teams where all our legends play. I wish he would play longer in my country. I'm kind of more disappointed about the fact that he didn't really make it generally in Leverkusen. It doesn't really matter that it's Bundesliga, but just generally didn't make it in that club. But yeah, I'm sure Roma is a big opportunity for him, and we'll see what happens.
That's an answer I pretty much expected. And yeah, from my point of view, yes, I wanted to see him play more in the Bundesliga. But yeah, obviously not we're not here to be dwelling on things. But one concern I have is that let's look back real quick at what took place at Leverkusen. Azmoun did get some decent playing time. It wasn't really what you call very ideal from what us Team Melli supporters really wanted. But is there concern that there could be some of the same issues playing in Roma, because Roma does have Andrea Bellotti and they also have Tammy Abraham?
The thing is this, like, it was weird because he actually in like February and March, he was pretty much killing it. He has like in those few games, he scored 4 or 5 goals, assisted, scored the decisive penalty in the Europa League against Monaco. Like he had a good time, a good spell, and you thought, damn, he finally made it. He broke into the team, but then for some reason, then like some games, for instance, even I remember like the game against Bayern, he scored in the game before, and against Bayern, for instance, he was benched. I was like a bit surprised. Like, and then other games he would Xabi Alonso rather play like Logic, who wasn't even like an actual striker, he's more like a winger or like central attacking midfielder as attack. So I was like kind of like Xabi definitely like I think kind of rated Sardar, but not like to start him. He had like a different kind of idea of football in his head, and I guess Sardar didn't like fully fit into that kind of perspective and system. So it's a bit sad. I wish he would have made it, but who knows? Maybe he comes back. We'll see. His Roma move, I think maybe change of scenery wouldn't be bad for him. The good thing about Roma is, although they have a lot of striking options, like they have El Shaarawy, Belotti, I think Abraham is out with a knee injury, so he'll probably still miss some quiet time. He will get his time. I just read right now, a couple of minutes ago, that they actually linked with Lukaku. Looks like he's going to come. I think that due to the two-striker system, I think he's better than Belotti, he's better than El Shaarawy. He will get quite some decent playing time. So I think it's a good opportunity for him. We'll see.
All right, well, one other thing, the last thing I actually have to bring up, and basically, rumor has it, though, that Sardar Azmoun is planning to not play in the upcoming Asian Cup in order to focus on, his club football, on this stint with Roma. I mean, when you hear that, what's your reaction to that?
I'm not gonna lie, when I heard it, and we still don't know if it's 100% true, if it's just a rumor, I got angry. Like, I know like the Asian Federation, same with like the African Federation, that their continental tournaments are always in January, February, and pretty much in the middle of the season. But I still think like if a player wants to play, he should be able to play. He shouldn't be forced by the club because it's still an official FIFA tournament. So if he would not come, I would genuinely be kind of angry. Yeah. Also, kind of looking forward, considering the fact that in the previous tournaments, I feel like like the World Cups, he could have done more. I would be genuinely disappointed. Also, if kind of Roma put the pressure on him to miss that tournament, or if he's wants to miss it. But then again, I feel like he played in a kind of random tournament in summer against teams like Afghanistan, and when he could have just taken a summer break. So I think Sardar really burns with Team Melli. So I don't think it's true. I still believe in the positive. I hope it's not true.
Navid, as always, a pleasure to have you on the show. I appreciate you taking the time to join us from New York City. Hope you're enjoying yourself out there. And I really love the scarf you have with you.
Thanks a lot, bro, for the scarf. Seriously, really looks good. Thank you very much.
Okay, so you heard what was said. Now, I cannot ignore the reports about Azmoun possibly missing out on the upcoming Asian Cup in Qatar in order to focus on his commitment with Roma in Serie A. At the moment, there are actually reports that contradict one another. Some reports say that Azmoun will be playing for Iran at the Asian Cup, while other reports say that Azmoun has already reassured Roma that he will not participate in the Asian Cup in Qatar. From my point of view, I actually think that Sardar Azmoun will miss out on the Asian Cup. I really think that Azmoun choosing to skip the Asian Cup was a decisive factor in getting to join Roma on loan. And let's face it, even if Azmoun skips the Asian Cup, this just means that somebody else will have to step up. Those players are Alayar Syed Manesh and Shahab Zahidi. Alayar Syed Manesh was greatly missed at the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar, and I have been a huge fan of Shahab Zahidi since his days of playing for Olympique Donetsk in Ukraine. And Shahab Zahidi, let's face it, he is a poacher, he is a huge physical presence on the pitch, and he has a knack for finding the back of the net. Now, what about you? What is your opinion on Azmoun possibly missing out on the upcoming Asian Cup? Leave a comment down below. Always look forward to getting your input. From one superstar to another, there is plenty to say about Mehdi Taremi. Rumor has it that a transfer from Porto to AC Milan is still possible. Olivier Giroud is the main striker for AC Milan, but he is 36 years old, and it would be wise for AC Milan to try and get Mehdi Taremi. As for the other forwards on AC Milan's roster, Noah Okafor signed with AC Milan in July of 2023, but previously played for Red Bull Salzburg in Austria, where he scored 25 goals in 71 appearances. Divock Origi has been with Milan since July of 2022, but has only scored 2 goals. Lorenzo Colombo has only made 5 appearances for AC Milan since 2020, and he is expected to be loaned out to AC Monza. The bottom line is that Taremi is better than Giroud, Okafor, Origi, and Colombo. But do I expect a deal to get done? In all honesty, I am not expecting a deal to get done, only because Porto's asking price is very high. If Porto is willing to sell Taremi at a lower price, I can see Taremi playing in Italy this season. And that's it, everybody, for this edition of Team Melli Talk. As always, really do appreciate the support. Make sure you get to our website, www.teammellitalk.com. Remember, this is your best source for the latest news on Team Melli, the national team of Iran. Make sure you find us on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You know the handle, at Team Melli Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Hit that notification button. See you on the next edition of Team Melli Talk.